Hold on tight because the drama surrounding Brat and Judy's acrimonious divorce has only gotten hotter. You've undoubtedly heard about their split and the heated argument over their son True, but there are more issues than custody. Rumor has it that Brat has been granted custody of baby True and is receiving child support from Judy. But what Judy is saying now, honey, is the true shocker. She appears to be accusing Brat of embezzling her money. According to Judy, Brat stole money from her bank, accessed all of her accounts, and knew all of her financial secrets. Rumor has it that Judy intends to sue Brat for an astounding $300 million. It is evident that this relationship has formally devolved into a full-fledged dispute. And permit me to explain how this once-loved couple turned into legal adversaries and why their dispute is only getting worse every second. The two first met in Atlanta in 2017 at one of Dart's kaleidoscope marketing events for the Miracle Drops product, Brat. CIS is willing to take the matter to court because these revelations are absurd and the drama is far from over. She said that I would hide behind furniture while she spoke, and when I laughed, I would cover my face. I don't think anyone would expect me to do that. The two got to know each other better on their first date, which was held in the studio, which surprised Brat, who thought they were just performing a Miracle Drops commercial. But Brat took advantage of the moment to approach her. She said, "Let's connect." What should I think of that? According to Jessica in 2021, I assumed we would hang out and have fun because she wanted to connect. Despite the fact that she dropped a drink, she made a good impression, and after they exchanged numbers, Brat ghosted her for a few months. There were some regulations at first, but in the end, she was able to make amends with Brat. Naturally, we couldn't say, "Oh, we can go to the movies," when we first met. According to an interview with Essence in 2021, I was perfectly fine with it, but it simply took some getting accustomed to doing. It felt like a completely different aspect of life that I had never truly investigated or examined the situation. When the women traveled to New Orleans, the birthplace of Brat, in 2019 to attend Essence Fest, I realized the benefits of being alone. At that point, Brat started to care less about what people would think or say about her being in love with another woman. When we first arrived in New Orleans, we went to eat at the couple made their affair public when they were spotted together in New Orleans in March 2020, around her birthday, and Brat shared the photos. In 2021, she was walking past behind the establishment when she turned around and planted one on me. She said, "I was like, oh my God, you kissed me outdoors at Essence Fest." But it was as if she had made me feel that way. I was person until I found my soulmate, who handles some things differently than I do. She continued, "My dear at Daryl," after Bentley Brat purchased her on Instagram, raving about meeting her ideal love. "Judy, I'm grateful for so much more than just this amazing birthday present. This feeling is so strong that I've never experienced it before, and I frequently find myself in The couple was selected to appear on the WE reality show Brat Loves Judy, shortly after going public at a surprise birthday party that took place for the rapper on television. She asked Brat to marry her and proposed in January 2022 too. I'm in a trance, hoping that I won't be awakened to investigate whether it's real, so that I may continue to live in this dream. Fans and famous friends assumed that the picture of Brat covering Dart's stomach with her hands in a heart meant they were expecting, even though Brat later claimed it was a marketing collaboration for the Kaleidoscope brand. Nevertheless, they had started getting ready for a child at a star-studded wedding on the couple formally exchanged vows on February 22, 2022. Jermaine Dupri, a longtime friend and collaborator, escorted the rapper down the aisle after she said, "I do." The women then proceeded with their plans to expand their family, and before Brat could consider getting pregnant, she was informed that she would need to have fibroids and removal of polyps. When the rapper attempted to get her eggs back, Brat had issues and miscarried as well. She told people that I was completely fascinated with the notion, but it was all taken away from me in an instant. Everything ended up working out okay just one day before their first wedding, and I had never been happier over something that I didn't even realize I wanted. At an Atlanta event for Brat's Kaleidoscope firm, which offered Miracle Drops, the couple announced on social media and on Sher Shepherd's show Sherry that they were expecting a child with the help of a donor from their cryobank. People heard Brat say, "It's definitely a blessing." The two first met in 2017, and Brat was intrigued but shy. They got to know each other better on their first date, which took place in a studio. Brat saw it as an opportunity to learn more about her, but Dupart was surprised. At first, I was a little scared and nervous. When she spoke to me, I would hide behind furniture. The rapper said that I used to cover my face when I laughed. All right, swag gone, because he assumed they were just meeting to talk about promoting. Miracle drops, she said. Let's connect. What should I think of that? According to Jessica in 2012, I assumed we were going to kick it and relax because I assumed she wanted to link. Despite spilling a drink, she made a good impression and remained silent for months after. She was able to reconcile with Dupart after exchanging phone numbers, but initially there were rules, such as, oh, we can't go to the movies. It took some getting used to, but I was generally fine with it. In 2021, Dupart told Essence that I had never used or looked at it before, and it seemed like a whole new aspect of life. I recognized the benefits of solitude. By being upfront about her love for another woman, Brat started to care less about what people might think or say. When we first arrived in New Orleans, I was still a little nervous, so we went to eat at Maro's. In 2021, she told Essence, when I stepped behind the building side, the two attended Essence Fest in 2019 in New Orleans, where Dupart is from. Came around and said, you know what? I no longer cared. Brat described the Essence Fest, saying, she just made me feel that way. Suspicions were raised when the two announced their romance to the world in March 2020, after being spotted together in New Orleans around her birthday. Brat posted a picture of the Bentley Dupart she received on Instagram, expressing her joy at the moment. Having discovered her soulmate before I found my real love, who manages some things differently than I do, I've always been a quiet person, she said. Honey, I'm grateful for a lot more than just this amazing birthday present. I've never experienced this sensation before. It's so overpowering that I frequently spend days hoping I won't be convicted so I can live in this dream indefinitely. Shortly after, for the rapper, the couple was chosen for the WE TV show Brat Loves Judy. In January 2022, the couple posted a photo of Brat covering Dart's stomach with her hands in the shape of a heart to fans and well-known friends. Though Brat subsequently explained that it was intended to promote a new partnership for the Kaleidoscope brand, they had already begun planning to become parents, so they took it as a sign that they were expecting. On February 22, 2022, the couple formally exchanged vows in a grandiose ceremony. One of Brat's bridesmaids was her sister, Lariah. The rapper was informed that fibroids and polyps would need to be removed before she could attempt to conceive. But she encountered problems after her attempts to harvest her eggs, and the rapper miscarried. The couple continued to work on growing their family after the wedding. Never before had I been so content about something I didn't even know I desired. Informed individuals, I was completely captivated with the concept, but it was all taken away from me in an instant. Nevertheless, everything turned out fine in the end. With the assistance of a donor from their cryobank, the couple announced their pregnancy on social media and shared the day before their first wedding anniversary.